Okay, a longer one today. I'm going to show you the whole process of installing these cells. Now this is a Milwaukee 9 amp hour battery. You might have seen this before. I did a fault finding on this one and you can't really see it there because of that paint, but it is a 9 amp hour one. So the cells have finally arrived. If we can focus, these took a good month to get here, but now they're here. We're going to whack them in. So these holes are just where I took the old ones out. I haven't done anything else to them. And you can see here, they're a little bit tight. So don't force these in. What you should do then is what I'm going to show you here. So just widen them a little bit. So if you do this, you just got to be really careful. Just in here, all I'm touching is the plastic. You could really easily touch the edge of the cells here. So just be really careful if you are doing this. All I'm doing is taking a few mil off that really. If that, maybe 1 mil. But just widen it a little bit. There we go. So I'll do that to those. Next one along as well. And then we'll see how we go, see if these fit then. Not too bad on these. I'm just getting any rough bits off that I might have missed before. And then just around this final one, just widening it slightly. You can see the edge there just coming off a little bit. So don't go mad, still keep it the same shape. Just enough really so we can get those cells in without too much pressure. So we'll start at the top then, just grab the first one, see if it fits now. And it does look much easier. You don't really have to force that in any way. So that's in. So grab the next couple and see if I can get this in as well. A little bit tighter, but it goes in. Sometimes, like this one, you see it doesn't go all the way because on the other side there's a little groove that isn't sat in. So you've just got to play around a little bit just to get it in there at the right angle, really. You don't have to cut away at anything, you've just got to get it at the right angle. So I grab a spudger, this little plastic thing, and just try and manipulate the end of it, basically. So I'll just double check there's nothing in there that's stopping it. And if I need to cut any further, but I don't, it's just the shape that I'm trying to put it into. So we'll pop it back in, we'll give it a little wobble around, try and push it from the side here, or the back. The good thing about the top of these is you can actually get this little plastic thing just in the grooves and you can move it around. So that's it. Give it a little push from all sides. There we go. So you can see there you don't need to cut anything, you just need to get it in correctly. Now this final one, a little bit too stiff, so I'm going to have to trim a little bit more of that just to get that in. So not too much again, we're just going to take off a little bit extra on here. I didn't really do much on this on the first run. So just a little bit. And again, just watch that cell. You can see the pink there. I could easily nick the corner of that. There we go. Take off that little bit there, and we should be good. Still there a bit, look. Okay, let's give that a go. So that is much better. You see it's still the same shape. I'm not messing around taking loads off. Just widening it just enough. So that now does fit in with a little bit of pressure. And there we go, look, they're all seated nicely. That's what you want. You don't want anything sort of sticking out too much. So what we're going to do is connect these. So I'm using these little bits of nickel strip. I like to use this type on here. Don't know what you'd call that. It's like a sideways H almost, isn't it? But I prefer these because you've got almost like two legs on either side. And I'm not going to cut these, I'm just going to make use of how long they are. And I'm going to put loads of spot welds all along it, just so it definitely doesn't come off. You can see on the other ones there, they've only got sort of 4 on each, 2 on each leg, straight out the factory. But what I'm doing is not trusting myself and just going a little bit extreme, but you'll see that here. So line them up nicely. I have got the volume off here because I did this on a live as well, so you don't want me talking twice. So just a few here, there we go, a few on each. And we're just going to connect all the cells first, just with a few of these, and I'm going to come back down. we go. So double strength really, I've got 4 in each almost there. There we go. So you can see there, they're all done. So what I'm going to do now is connect them to the other cell. So this is the positive end of that cell that's next to it. So just making sure these are connected. Worst thing you could do is send this back to someone and it just comes off. They do get banged around, you see, so what I like to do is just make sure they're not going to come off. Easily anyway. Right, last one. Few in the middle there just to sort of push that down. Right, there we go. So they're all now connected and solid, they're not going anywhere. So if we look at the other side, it's going to be very similar, but there's a metal plate almost that goes down the middle. So that's good in a way because we can connect to that as well. So I'm not going to cut them again, I'm going to keep them as long as they are, and we're going to go right across. We've got a few more little bits to spot weld too this time, which is good. So you can see there it goes right over that middle bit, and then it just touches the top of that's the negative end of that far left cell. So pop all these on. They do have a little, a tiny little, almost like a T bit that I chop off these. So I'll say I don't cut them, but I just cut that off. You don't need that bit. So that's what it's going to look like in the end. We're going to go across. So if I start here at the top. Oh, popped it out at the bottom. So you've got to be careful of that. You can make a little jig, you can put something underneath it, but bear in mind they are just in a hole at the minute. They're not really held up by anything. On the other end they are spot welded, but you can push them out really easy. So just be careful where you put the pressure. So what I'm going to do here is join up the left side first and then grab it, and then that'll keep it in place then. There we go. And then we can just go over and secure the rest of it. So I put spot welds everywhere, try and keep this connected. And right down the middle there, you can see all the ones I've put just to keep it attached. Right, next one down then. Same again, I'm going to go left hand side first and then come over to the right so I can grab hold of it basically. Gives it something solid as like a base. There we go. And then over to the cell, get it connected as quick as you can. There we go. Right, so that's not going anywhere. So that's those two. Final one. Same again, so nothing different. Pop it in place, spot weld it on. There we go. Down the middle. You don't have to do the middle obviously, but what I'm doing is, as I mentioned, just giving it more connection if you like. A little bit of strength. There we go. Right, that's all of those. So that's both sides done. So this battery is now fully connected again. All the cells are touching all the cells, so that's what we want. So on this one then, if we just check the voltage, and this isn't even 16, so what that means really here, let's go down and show you what I've got. So 3.3, 3.3, 3.2, .2, 2.7, and 3.2. So what that means is it needs a balance. So this is the balance charger, it's all set up, it's all going. What we're going to do is wait till it's finished, and all of these cells will be back up to about 4.15-ish. Sorry, you probably can't read that there, but it's on the way. So give it a few hours and it comes out just like this. Everything is now balanced, everything's ready to go. So I'll just just show you what voltage we've got now. Just over 20, so that's perfect really. So everything is just over 4 on those cells. That's good, that's what we want. We'll probably still have that flashing light at this point on the indicator. So to clear that, you have to get it back in the case, get it on a charger. Charger should go green, then you can take it off and that indicator should all be clear then. So we'll get it back in the case, whack some screws in. We probably won't put them all in, I just want to get it on there to clear it. There we go. Show you a couple here. And these things are great if you need something. This installation driver, don't think I've found anything like it, but it's brilliant. Right, cheese bits, look. So we'll get them in properly, use a real screwdriver. These are just spare ones, don't worry, from something else. So that is that. So we'll grab the charger, plug it in, and then show you hopefully that this is now fixed. So grab your battery, stick it on. See there, we've got nothing. Get it on here, hopefully green. There we go. Take it off. Have a check. There we go, look. So that is all sorted now.